Welcome back, Jones College. I'm Keely Skellion.
And I'm Megan Matthews.
And this is Bobcat Broadcast. This year, Jones College had their first ever Bobcat Olympics. Tuesday night, teams faced off in a dodgeball and capture the flag event. Blue team became undefeated in dodgeball, while red and orange tied in capture the flag, but red came on top in a relay race at the end. Wednesday, we had an obstacle course, and Thursday we will have a relay race and winners announced. Congratulations to the following team that won the Bobcat Olympics.
Recently, Jones College elected the following members for the Queen and her homecoming court. Cambry Hollifield and Amberlyn Hollifield are your freshman maids. Madison Bryce Bonsbach and Mary Thibodeau are your sophomore maids. Emma Burge is your student body maid, and Marissa Bender is your queen. I had the opportunity to speak with freshman maid Cambry Hollifield and sophomore maid Mary Thibodeau to speak about their thoughts on homecoming court and being chosen. I'm here with Cambry Hollifield, the freshman maid for homecoming 2021. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and what made you decide to run?
I'm a freshman here at Jones, and I major in elementary education, and I'm also one of the drum majors of the Maroon Typhoon marching band. I ran because, honestly, it was just for fun, honestly. I didn't think I was actually going to get it, but I ended up getting it, and I'm actually really excited about it.
Okay. Did you run whenever you were in high school?
Yes, I ran one time because it was my senior year, and I thought to end it out with a bang, so.
Okay. Were you able to be on the court your senior year?
Yes, I was. And the reason I was is because we used to have this rule in my previous years of high school where the band and the cheerleaders couldn't, and the football players couldn't be on the homecoming court. And so my junior year, I decided that I wanted to change that way I could be in the homecoming court, hopefully my senior year. And I did, so.
No. What high school did you go to?
I went to Northeast Jones.
What was the process like trying to get that changed?
Well, honestly, it was a somewhat easy process, but it just took some time because it had to go through our principal and it had to go through our school board and also.
Can I ask what position did you have on the homecoming court?
I was student body maid.
Okay. Was there a fear that you wouldn't be able to walk?
Well, not really. It's because like all the students and all like the faculty and all, they had my back and they were like hoping and like willing to do what they needed to do for me to walk.
So you were the drum major at your old high school. How did the game day process go with you being drum major, but also being on the court?
It was actually really interesting because it was just kind of figured out as we go along. So after I walked homecoming court, like we do it right before our game. And so then we had our kickoff right after, and I was still in my dress. But we need somebody to conduct the band. So I was like, I'll do it. And they were like, okay. And so I conducted the band in my homecoming dress.
That is so cool.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, and we're so excited to see you on the homecoming court.
Thank
I'm here
you.
with Mary Thibodeau, one of the sophomore maids for the homecoming court of 2021. Tell me a bit about yourself.
I'm in my final year at Jones College, and I'm a psychology major, and I have a minor in criminal justice. I'm also in the Maroon Typhoon Jones. I've always been around Jones growing up. Both my parents are band directors in Mississippi and Alabama, so we're kind of transitioning around. But so I always grew up coming here and meeting everybody. So I've always been very familiar with this campus, and this is actually where a lot of my family grew up at, so I just kind of wanted to carry that on with them.
Okay. Before coming on here, you told me that you ran for homecoming court in Fruitdale, Alabama. What is the difference between running for a homecoming court at such a small school versus running here at Jones?
I'd say one of the biggest differences between running in the small town of Fruitdale, Alabama, there was 26 people in my graduating class there, and then there's versus hundreds over here. And I would say the biggest thing was it was a comfort thing whenever I ran at Fruitdale, because I knew everybody knew each other, and here, not everybody's going to know you. So it was just kind of a leap of faith and just being able to run.
Earlier that morning, we will have a parade that starts at the library at 10 a.m., and then following that will be an 11 a.m. pep rally.
As a sophomore, we really didn't get to experience many events last year due to COVID, so I'm really excited to attend these events and support our Bobcats. Speaking of supporting the Bobcats, be sure to attend the football game at 2 p.m. as we face off against Southwest.
And during halftime is whenever the Queen and her court will be presented, as well as honor alumni and the 2021 Jones College National Cheer Champions. We would also like to give a congratulations to Wyatt Reed and Callie Lee for Mr. and Mrs. JC.
Until next time,
This is Bobcat Broadcast reminding you
to keep Jones in your bones.